guys. Yay. Oh, they came at the same time. Hello, everyone. My name is Ruth Ann.
I'm Chris.
And we are GeekChic Promotions. Welcome back to Nerd Rage. Other very exciting news is that we officially have over 1,000 followers on YouTube.
Yay!
Yay!
1 year in. Well, a little over 1 year.
Well, 1 year, yes. Thank you guys so much. And
Thank
always
you.
our Facebook friends. Thank you for following as well. Happy holidays and all that jazz. Cheers.
Cheers.
To you and cheers to you guys.
We should probably...
We should say what this is
What
first.
this is.
You describe what this is, and I'm going to share
All right,
this
guys.
around.
This right here is a Christmas gift from my girl here. And it is the Game of Thrones whiskey, guys. What? What? Look at this.
And she is
Look
House
at
Stark,
this.
so I got her House Stark.
Yes. And it is amazing. It's Winter's Frost, guys. Highland single malt Scotch whiskey. So it is delicious. We already had some on Christmas.
But we have to have
but now we're having one more. Yeah, just to share with you guys. Yes. So we did the whole thing with the...
Oh no, reconnect. We love you, YouTube. Sorry.
Always.
Well, we'll just cheers and drink while we wait for them. So,
Okay, so
welcome back.
Cheers.
Cheers to all of you. So darn good.
It's really delicious.
It's good. It's smoky,
very
and
smoky.
usually I don't like smoky, but this is the right amount of smoke.
Yeah, it's kind of
Not
like
too
it
close.
goes down, then it's like,
Yeah,
like at the end.
it's nice and warm.
Ooh, ee. Anywho, give you a little more simple syrup.
I make it a little strong.
My eyes are watering.
We get the eye twitch.
It's because, you know, it's winter.
Yes. We must.
Anyway.
So
I
I moved my laptop higher so I didn't look
So
down
she-
as much.
yeah, so
but
she-
now I'm trying to type to you guys.
It's all good. This is really awkward.
All right, we're gonna move it.
It's awkward.
We tried.
Yes.
We tried, guys.
Anyway, we're talking about Aquaman.
We are gonna talk about Aquaman.
We have not discussed
We haven't
this
discussed
yet.
it at all,
Yes.
so that you guys are here live and in person for Under the Sea.
Yeah, you know,
Under the Sea.
did anyone else think that that song was gonna
Come up at
come
some
up?
point.
Especially when the octopus was playing the
Play the
bongos.
drums. Okay, wait.
Okay, all right, we gotta stop. We
Dial
gotta dial it back.
Dial it back. Bring it back. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna share this around.
So much, guys. So much. Especially when Ariel started playing the flutes. I mean,
can't.
not Ariel.
Oh, not Ariel.
when
that hair.
not Ariel played the flute.
That hair, man.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So we're gonna settle down.
Okay. All right, so
Okay.
I'm gonna start off with the beginning of the movie, okay? And I have to call this up because
And again, warnings, like we put it everywhere, but we're going to talk about the movie. So
Yes, spoilers.
if you haven't seen it yet, we are going to spoil it un poquito.
okay, so here's my impression. We had we had taller and slightly better looking Kevin Hart with his dad, younger and slightly better looking Steve Harvey.
Yeah, okay.
that
All
what we
right,
had?
I'm on board.
Yeah,
Okay, all right.
All right, guys. So tall, better looking Kevin Hart, young, better looking Steve Harvey. We're in a submarine in the first few minutes in what was truly...
Wait, no, didn't it start off with the whole prequel of him being born and his mom and
Yeah,
I mean Nicole Kidman.
Yeah, I mean
I was on board.
that's okay. Like that whole part, I had no issues with. I was like, yes, okay, I'm fine with this. It was the submarine part where I was like, kind of like, oh no.
Can we also talk about the fact that
no.
every time that that Aquaman has any sort of aside, he's always being very flirty, like the "Can I come aboard?" Like, what are you doing?
Permission to come aboard.
Permission to come on board. I was like, oh, you can come on board anytime,
It's
big guy.
true. He was like that. Yeah. So here's the issue. Okay, so fine, whatever. He gives. It was a lot of exposition there, you know, with like the whole "here, take my dagger" and everything else, and it was not great acting. I'm just gonna put it out there, not great acting. And I think my opinion is that first of all, Black Manta Ray.
Well, okay, wait. We should also preface the fact that I've never read the comics. Did
Okay.
you read the comics?
No.
So like, as soon as he had the helmet on, I was like, oh, I recognize that as one of
Yeah.
the villains, though I don't know the whole story behind it. But it was just.
Yeah.
So okay, I'm gonna say an overall
He was the
thing.
weakest link of the whole movie.
So
Why was he in this movie? Why?
Because he's gonna. I have no idea. Because they're only to set it up for the sequel. Because now Okay, wait, we're getting ahead of ourselves again. My overall overarching thing with this movie is that I feel like it was trying to take something that was not being exactly true to the comics and making it a little bit more darker and more like realistic, and then forcing it into a very comic booky movie. Like that, we had like
if they
Aquaman.
could have just removed Black Manta Ray from everything, it still would have been the same movie. That's my issue.
Oh,
like,
wow,
if you
you're right.
take him out, everything would have stayed the same.
Except there was that epic fight scene. That's really it.
Yeah.
And you got to see her stab people with wine.
Also true. Which, I didn't mind that part. That part was all right.
Yeah.
Like,
Her power, like, her character in general, I really like. It's just her flippin' hair. Like, even from the...
I have issues with costuming in
I
this
do.
movie. Like, there's a whole bunch.
Oh, interesting. So on the flip side, George Colombo says that he's like, "Why? I felt like Black Manta was underused and should have been the main villain."
Ocean Master? Okay. Well, here's the thing. Okay, I thought Patrick Wilson was really great, and he's a great actor. Not very well known, but he should be a bigger star than he is because he's been in a whole bunch of movies, which was pointed out to me that I did not even remember he was in.
Yeah.
Okay, and now I'm blanking. The Watchmen. Okay.
Yeah, he's Watchmen. He's also, isn't he, what's his butt in Hellboy? He's the blue guy.
I don't know. Maybe. Like,
I believe
all
so.
I know is that, like, that guy was acting in this movie.
Yeah.
He was acting...
And he was doing the best.
Really well.
Yeah. Like, okay, there's this one
For
scene
what he
that
had to do?
I was laughing so hard because, like, you see him be like, "And like, rise, Atlanteans," and he has this amazing thing, and you pull out, and he's in front of a glass thing, and nobody can hear him.
Well, also, I mean, how ridiculous was it when he was like, "You can call me Ocean Master." It's like...
Which is actually
Can
like
we
a
just-
Ocean Master.
yeah,
And George does say he is a fan of the character of Black Manta, by the way. Like, and that is something that we, like... I have in full, like, I will always admit this is one character I do not know about.
I don't know about him either.
I did not read the comics, but it just felt very... If you're going to make something severely comic booky, start that way from the beginning. But, like, I love the moments with the dad, like Aquaman and his dad, like the whole, like, thing of, like, what did he say? You need a sippy cup one for your beer or whatever. And I was like, yes. Like, it's great.
No, I like that. I like their relationship. I thought everything with the family was well done. I thought the costuming blew through the whole entire movie. Okay,
it was
number
so
one,
silly.
Why is Aquaman wearing chinos? Like, through the whole freaking movie, guys. In all of his fight scenes, all the way until, like, the last 3 quarters of the movie, he was in chinos. And I'm like, what is this? Like, sandals and like, what? What? And, like...
Linen, it's very light.
And then, like, when he gets back together with, like, this is a spoiler, like, he sees his mom, okay? She's wearing some bony contraption, and, like,
on
they
top
have
of
this...
her suit.
And they have, like, this moment where they're, like, hugging, and I'm like... How are they? She's got pointy bones all over her body, poking out everywhere.
He don't care. He don't feel nothing. He's vulnerable.
I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
You know, and also I did not like Amber Heard's whole Little Mermaid outfit was awful. Whose choice was that?
Out of control.
Literally,
the
she's
green.
wearing the bright, like, she looks like Ariel. Why? What? Who looked at that during the making of the movie and was like, oh yeah,
I'm on board.
Yeah, I'm on board.
Well, so, and this is my whole thing, is that because a lot of people, I've been reading about, like, because I've been seeing, like, people's reactions to it, and people who have our reaction of, like, the costuming, my God, like, what's going on? But
I saw who did the costuming at the end, and I was like, you need to be fired.
You're the
This
problem.
is an awful job. Awful job.
But they have so many people that are like, but it's comic book accurate, and that's grand. But you need to be comic book accurate.
Want to know what comic book accurate is? Is it her playing the goddamn flute on a boat? Is that comic book accurate? Tell me. What was that?
Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat?
I'm like, come on. Like, he just awakens and, like, is like, oh. She's just, like, playing the flute.
But no, the octopus
Like, how
playing
did
the
that
drums
not
is
end
killing
up
me.
on the cutting room floor? How did that make it into the final version? I was like, if you're gonna cut for time, the first time to, like, cut that flute scene.
Oh my gosh, we're missing so many amazing comments. Okay, hold on. All right, so Darius says, nah, he wasn't the worst thing. There were other components that were harder to deal with. Black Manta and Aquaman's past do intertwine in the comic
In messed up
ways. I think James Wan is a great visual director, but not a great with directing actors. The screenplay could have been trimmed by 20 minutes, especially the desert scene. The desert scene.
How'd they get out of the desert? How'd they get out?
I don't want to talk about it.
They're in the middle.
They just,
They just hitched a ride with a passing truck going through the middle of nowhere in the desert
I got nothing.
where there's no water and they have no powers.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Not a great attempt to emulate Indiana Jones here. Also true. Mira looked exactly like in the comics. Yeah,
Okay.
and that's,
All right.
I understand that. But, like, when you look at a comic book and I see bright red hair in the comic book, I picture this hair. Like, I picture normal red hair. But it's not like they're going to do that in the comic. You know what I mean? Like, none of us ever expected Jean Grey to have that color hair, even though that's the color hair that's in the comics. Right?
Also, Ariel.
Also, Ariel.
I mean, you're like, okay, yeah, she looks like that in the comics, but maybe we should modify it slightly.
For movie.
Yeah,
and, like,
for
that's
the
the
movie,
thing.
so she doesn't quite look like the Little Mermaid.
I mean, and they did
playing
that
the flute.
with, but they did that with Aquaman so well until the end when he had that ridiculous golden green armor. It looked like everybody was wearing
I
giant
tried
sequins.
with that one. That one I was like, I'm trying to be on board.
I'm trying.
to
Well,
be
it
on board.
it didn't hurt that he's wearing it, and
Right,
like
true.
has like muscles built into chainmail. I don't know how they
Yeah.
did
I
that.
don't know how they did that either, but that's okay.
I'm on board. I'm on board.
I mean, Amber Heard, by the way, is very beautiful. I just want to say that. She really looked great. Like, she obviously pulled it off. It's not her fault. I want to make
No,
that clear.
and also
It's not her
whatever
fault.
makeup she has that can like
Yeah, I
endure
know.
ocean, I want that. And also, if my hair just dried perfectly, perfectly like
Yeah.
curled like that, I was like, you bitch, like the whole time. Because it would have been great if it was just like it looked like. Because Jason Momoa hair looks great.
Yeah.
Like just have it like dry like that.
At the end, though, he had like this little man bun with like his beard, and I was like, oh god, now he's hipster Aquaman. He did. He turned into hipster Aquaman.
Hipster Aquaman.
And you know, and when he was wearing it down, I was like, oh yeah. And then he put it up, and I was like,
Oh no.
yeah, no.
Oh no. Not man bun, no man bun. Sneaky Zebra says, everyone remembers seeing a character discover the long lost mother in a mystical place no one can go to wearing crazy armor she forged. Yep, I'm talking about Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yep.
Yes.
That is correct.
That is correct. Pull her hood over her whole face.
Who
That's
had a
true.
hood on?
I don't know. I'm losing it. Anyways. But yeah, like I the other problem
Also, the cape that the brother, Patrick Wilson.
Yeah.
What was the name of his character? I don't even remember.
I don't know.
The stepbrother.
Yeah,
of
the half-brother,
Aquaman.
yeah.
Anyway, so he's wearing a cape at the end, and it gets caught in the fan, which I thought was very hilarious, and I.
This is why we don't have capes.
Wanted to clap when
Yeah.
it happened because it was like he was like, oh no, oh, and I was like, oh my god, his cape got caught. Like,
This is why you don't have
because
capes.
the cape was ridiculous looking. I have to say.
I did. Well, and his like
His hair,
his hair
where it was
is
just like slicked gorgeously back
I
into
kept
like a
thinking,
little seam on the back of
I
his
know.
head.
I kept thinking it was like a French twist.
I
Like, just like,
know, but not enough.
But not
like,
enough.
But
But,
also
like, what
very
kind of-
smooth.
Very
I was
smooth.
like-
What kind of gel you using,
I
bro?
was like, dude, like
What?
how does it stay? Like everybody else's hair is like flowing.
Yeah, and not
underwater.
his.
Not his.
Not his. Because
yeah.
anybody else that their hair wasn't flowing because it was in like some sort of like
Okay.
bun thing.
Also, can we just talk about Dolph Lundgren appearing
Yes.
suddenly in
Yes.
this movie?
Yes, I was like, oh,
What? And he's gone. It was like awesome because I just saw Creed 2 and I was like, yay, Dolph's back. And then I see him in this movie and I was like, oh my god, it's like the renaissance of Dolph. This is
Yeah.
great. So I was actually really happy to see him and he did really good.
Yeah.
I thought that was a great job. So
I'm gonna say overall, I kind of feel like I was entertained by the movie. I did go in with very low expectations, but it did feel fairly, okay, I will say this. It is the second best
That's his
DC,
name.
what?
Orn.
Orm?
Yep,
Thank
that
you.
was his name.
Thank you,
Thank
Michael.
you, Mike.
But,
I totally forgot. That's how
like, yeah. It's pretty like, Orm,
They said a lot
the
during
Ocean
the movie
Master?
too.
Yeah.
The Ocean Master.
I don't know.
Just like an exercise machine that you use in the water. The Ocean Master.
Ooh.
Anyway, sorry. Okay,
Sorry.
carry on. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I interrupted. Totally interrupted.
But yeah, overall, it was like I was entertained, but it did feel way too formulaic, and like it was trying to basically take something where they went like Aquaman, how they've introduced him in the other movies is very like dark and like based in reality, and then just went totally cartoony with it, and only by the end did Aquaman catch up with the cartooniness of it. And can we also talk about the rando 80s music? Did you notice like the music was super 80s the entire time?
Did, but I didn't mind it.
I didn't mind it, but it came out of the blue because it was normal music, and then all this.
It started off in the 80s, though, right?
It did, but what's weird is that when it started off in the 80s, it wasn't 80s music. It didn't turn into 80s music until they got to Atlantis.
There was one song that played that I remember being like, "This is a perfect song for this movie," and I can't remember what it was now, but it was in the beginning. I think it was after the submarine, that horrible submarine thing. Also,
okay, so I
didn't
feel
like the scientist dude, the guy from Fresh Off the Boat.
Yeah.
I don't know his name either. Who's been in a ton of movies, but like the whole conspiracy theory thing, and then at the end he just happens to be the guy that gets.
Yeah, he was
Manta.
So was he just in the ocean looking? Oh no, you know what? He could have had. Okay, let's retcon this real quick, guys. He could have had some sensors to like be looking for alternate like technology.
That's what he was doing.
And so he followed it to the raft and then found the dude.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you that. Right. We'll retcon that a little bit.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what it was.
The Depeche Mode in one scene. Yes, George Colombo, you nailed it. It was
and they did a Toto Africa redo by Pitbull. Yes, which I did not like because I remember turning to Marcus and being like, they should have used the version by Weezer, and they didn't.
Oh yeah, that really threw me off. I was just like, all of a sudden in my head, I was like, is this Africa?
Yeah, it was Africa, which I thought was an amazing choice because I love that song. Yeah, but not by Pitbull. Like, why? Why? There's an amazing version out by Weezer right now.
Just why? Yeah. Yeah, Darius agrees. The music was weird, schizophrenic. Yeah, it didn't pick a lane. Like, I feel like it was actually on theme with the movie, or it just didn't pick a lane.
And, as Darius points out, Willem Dafoe, I absolutely know why he seemed off. It's because he's the goddamn Green Goblin in one movie, and then you have him in this movie, and you expect him to be the bad guy because Willem Dafoe. And he's not. And you're just waiting for it, and waiting for it, and waiting for it, and it doesn't happen.
Also, why did they give this super emotional scene, and I'm so sorry, it looks like we might be losing our... We'll find out.
On YouTube,
Why did we give our very emotional scene to a child actor? Or, I mean, a teenage actor, where, Willem Dafoe tells him the truth about his mom. Yeah. Like, why do we have that scene with a kid actor? No offense, kid, you did your best. But, I mean...
It's kind of true.
Right? Like, why would you give that to a child actor when it's one of the more, like, hefty emotional scenes?
That's true. And, also, I feel like I had a real issue with the Willem Dafoe thing. I was like, why would you cast Willem Dafoe? And on one hand, yes, he's a great actor. Why wouldn't you want Willem Dafoe in your movie? On the other hand, I'm like, no, because he's already acted in superhero movies, and don't we have other people to choose from?
No, it's gotta be Willem Dafoe.
Can't we please just not use a guy who was the Green Goblin? I mean...
It's Marvel, it's fine.
But it's not. It's DC. He flipped over to DC, and I was like, that's just like too weird, and I just don't get it. So I don't know.
Okay,
that's just my opinion though on the whole Willem Dafoe. Like, I think he's a great actor and everything, and I love the guy to death. But it just,
you know what makes me fine with him in this is because I just the most recent thing I just watched him again in was Reservoir Dogs. Why am I blanking on the name of it? The two brothers that go and basically start fighting crime.
With Willem Dafoe?
Yeah, Willem Dafoe is the FBI agent that at first is going after him, and then isn't. Why am I blanking on this, guys? I just rewatched this the other day. But, like, he turns into a good guy, so that's why, like, I have that version in my head.
I don't know.
What?
See, if
it's
Marcus
like
Perry
literally
was watching, he would know exact Boondock Saints?
Boondock Saints, thank you.
All right, thank you, Brandon.
Rock. Thank you, sir. All right, sorry to back up on the things here. Okay, so this is about the music. So Sneaky Zebra says, I know this. They temp scored certain scenes with Tron Legacy, Ragnarok, and Blade Runner.
Yeah.
And the score they got attached to the sound, and the composer did his version. Yeah, that's honestly, I was actually about to say, it sounded like they were trying to do a Ragnarok thing. Remember Wet Thor?
Yes.
This whole bit about Wet Thor, because that's what it felt like. And I feel like that's what they were going for, but they didn't. I feel like that's DC's biggest problem is they don't lock something down. Like versus Marvel, it's just like, this is the type of movie we're doing here, and we're doing it like this, and we're staying in one lane. Versus DC is like, oh, people like this, and I like that, and I like that, and I like that. Let's just amalgam this like monster together.
But also, can I just say that despite like everything that we're talking about right here, I really like the movie.
I know, that's the thing that's what I was trying to say earlier, is that like I had a good time.
I actually like the movie, and I was like, in terms of DC movies, because we also just watched the ending of Justice League last night because there was nothing else on, which was awful. Like, I would have to say, like, Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I would say exactly. I would say, like, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and then, like...
the rest.
I can't even...
Don't even.
I mean, I still consider I know the Christopher Nolans don't really count in this DCU, but, like, that's...
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
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 I mean, unfortunately, this DCU is...
It's Ben Affleck in this DCU, but... I like Ben Affleck, but he was sadly...
underused.
Put in bad movies.
Yes. My favorite, I will never stop posting the gif of the Hello Silent Smile friend. It's just zooming in on Ben Affleck, and Henry Cavill is just saying whatever he's saying.
He's talking away. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, so I actually really like this movie despite the issues I had with the flute playing and the octopus banging on the drums. And
the octopus banging, like, I literally turned around in the theaters, like, is anybody else seeing this? Is this really happening? Because, okay, no. All right, I'm going to dive deep, no pun intended, on this whole octopus thing real quick. And I know that you guys have been commenting. Thank you. I'll catch up on those. But here's my issue with the octopus, right? Aquaman is the only one that's been able to communicate with them for, like, eons, right? Yes. So... did they just put drums in front of random octopuses and be like, you gonna play when we tell you? Like, is he just always playing that? Like, I love drums! Drums!
By the way, I literally leaned over to Marcus when that happened, and I was like, he's gonna play under the sea!
guys, it's happening!
Legit excited. Like, it's almost gonna happen, guys.
Okay, and also, little things like, I thought her jellyfish dress looked gorgeous, but wasn't that stinging the shit out of her the entire time?
Oh no. Not only that, when she walked away, it just floated off of her.
Yeah, she's like,
boop, gone. Yeah. Anyway, okay.
We'll catch up with your comments.
All right, we got DC is kind of in an impossible...
wait, we gotta go. Yeah, you're right.
We're good. DC's kind of in an impossible position. They have to be reactive to Marvel, which owns bright, shiny fun. Agreed. Yeah, this is definitely... they're trying not to go dark anymore. Like, you can tell.
Yeah.
But they're not... They're trying to bring humor into it. So they were like with Batman's quirky lines in Justice League, and now they got,
my man.
Yeah, my man. Yeah, like all that. Like, so they got that going. Like, and you can see where they're trying to do it, which is somewhat working. Like, they're making the effort. It's like they're just not.
I know they're so
they're so close.
So close.
So
like Wonder Woman in this, you're almost there. Just find your lane.
Yep.
Like, here's the thing too, because like if you and I see what you were saying is that they're kind of mixing it together, where they're like, all right, we're gonna stay so true to the comics, and that's what we're gonna do. Oh wait, but Aquaman was already kind of made not like the comics, so we'll just kind of weave him into it. It was just
he's got to do more than just talk to fish. Yeah. They gotta make him like a badass. It's true. He was blonde. He was blonde, short-haired, and kind of dorky.
Well, and here's the problem that you get also when you bring something super, super comic booky and colorful into reality, where I had problems with, but why can you talk underwater? And why do lasers work underwater? I want, like, oh my god, I wanted
Magic.
to yell. I wanted to yell so loud in the theater when the sharks came. I want sharks with laser beams attached to their heads. Like, it's sharks shooting lasers from the tops of their heads. Where was Dr. Evil? It was so good. Okay,
anyway.
Sorry. Okay. Michael says, if only DC owned the mythic side of their pantheon and went whole hog into it, it would work. Okay, that actually kind of...
They need to own it.
That's exactly, that turns into like what I was saying is that if you're gonna go comic book, you have to really like be in the whole mythos of the DC universe. So I'm like, okay, I'm board. Like, I just believe you. But when you try to be like, this is so real and current and a part of our real life, and you're like, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. And I like the way they had a very subtle message of like, they're putting trash like into our oceans, and they're also killing our fish and hunting them down, and it's not right. It's like, it's true.
Yeah, that was correct.
We suck. you know, and
it wasn't
was
heavy-handed.
accurate. It wasn't heavy-handed.
Yeah,
that's
because
what I
like
liked
a lot of movies go a little too hard on the
Yeah.
environmental thing. Like, just back it up. That's
Yeah.
why they're afraid of us. Just
Yep.
back it up a little.
Exactly, but it was all right. Okay. Topo? Uh-oh. By video
Topo?
interrupted.
Oh no! Oh no! It looks fine up there.
Looks fine.
Oh no, it's telling the fit. No, it should be fine.
We're fine.
We're fine. We're all fine here. Don't insult Topo. Is that the octopus? I'm just kidding.
What were you talking about?
I don't know. I know who Topo is.
Should have paid more attention.
I should
have taken notes.
Oh yeah, maybe we should have actually like researched before doing this again. And then what up, Ming Chen? Good to see you, bro.
Okay.
Oh, and
I bet George Lucas looked at that octopus and was like, "Shit, I could have added that in my films." It's accurate.
that is
man.
accurate. And then Eric Davis, what up, bro? Brandon says Aquaman was given long hair and a beard in the comics a couple decades
and
ago.
after I said that, I recalled that. I was like,
Oh.
I'm thinking like old school Aquaman, but you're
I
right,
know.
he was. And not only that, but it was all blonde though. Still, he was still. It was.
And I like the kind of mix. They added a little bit more blonde to his hair this time.
sun bleached.
It was sun bleached, guys. It was so long and luxurious.
I mean, I'm not gonna say that he got highlights because that would require Aquaman sitting in a salon.
for 3 hours with all that hair. Oh my God,
Getting
can we
foiled.
please do a bit about that? Can somebody please film that ASAP of like,
That'd be kind of amazing.
yes, Topo is the octopus. Brandon, you rock.
Oh my God, yeah. You have to watch the Dave Chappelle animated bit about Aquaman. Hilarious. Oh yeah. Totally gonna have to watch
I will
that.
totally watch that,
We're gonna
100%.
after
And then
this.
Christopher says, I almost thought you were talking about the mermaid. Yeah, we thought so too. We thought we were talking about Little Mermaid too,
Yeah.
because I kept thinking he was going to switch into it at any moment.
Yeah.
And
We're
then
all caught up, right?
Dave Chappelle. Yeah. Okay. And again, like I just want to reiterate that we were entertained. It was so close and just still off.
Yeah. I feel like a better editing job could have been done, and I feel like the costuming was poor. And but overall, like
I was entertained.
I was entertained. It was fun. It was fun. So how many stars would you give this if you had to
Oh,
rate
it's
it?
time. Wait,
Yeah.
how many is it out of 10?
Out of 5. Let's
We're
do
doing 5? Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys let us know as well. Wait, let me catch up. There's one more comment. Eric says, yeah, I've noticed DC is going lighter route on their movies. That can be a good thing as long as they don't try to compete with Marvel. Now the CW DC shows have been killing it.
Check out the Elseworlds.
I
Yes,
know.
I did. I watched it.
I have to catch up.
All right, I did
Don't
like the
spoil it.
Elseworlds crossover. I did, and honestly, what were we watching? Oh, we were watching Justice League last night, and we were like, honestly, I feel like the CW shows might have done their effects a little bit better than Justice League. Like, and that's kind of
I'm
sad
not
to
gonna
say.
lie,
It
you're
looked like a
kind of
CW
correct.
show. Yeah,
It did.
Yeah, and Justice League looked like a CW show, and that was
At some points,
pretty
yeah.
poor. Like, where you're just like, these effects are horrible. This looks like it should be on TV, not
Yeah.
like in the movie theater. But yeah, the Elseworlds crossover, like that was one of those things we turned on, and because I was so far behind on Flash, Arrow, and Supergirl and all that stuff, and I plowed through Flash, and it was the last Flash, and I saw it was a part 1, and I was like, oh, what's this? Immediately had to watch Arrow, then immediately had to watch Supergirl, because it was actually very entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is really interesting when like somehow the TV show is doing, like the TV side of things is doing really well. I mean, as we've talked about in our Nerd Rages and on the old Ruse Day Tuesdays, some issues with some of the shows, but still really well done. Honestly, like they're doing better, in my opinion, with the TV shows than Marvel is. 'Cause
Yeah. Yeah, right now they're owning TV and Marvel's owning movies.
Yeah.
You know, that's honestly the truth. And I think,
And DC is also doing excellent with their animated movies as well. Like excellent. Like the last Superman movie, I can't remember the full title, but it's, if you haven't seen it, I want to say it released around fall time, late summer. It's very good.
yeah.
Amazing animation. It felt a little anime. So there's points I was like, he's looking a lot like Goku right now. I'm gonna let that slide because I'm on board for both. But yeah.
All right. And we got to wrap this up.
Okay. Everything under the sea is 30% lame. This is also fact. There's no way to make the under the sea stuff okay. Because I always thought, all right, here's my lore that I know of Atlantis. I always thought that the Atlantis was always under a bubble of like air, and people were like walking around in it. And I know like the comic books is different, but I was just assuming that they would kind of go that route again.
Maybe. I don't know. I think I didn't mind any. I mean, I thought that was accurate. 30% is probably accurate because 70% of it I liked. I did. I thought, I believed it. I thought all the effects were great, like for that. And yeah, the battle was great. Yeah.
The chick did save the day a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm on board.
I didn't mind that either, yeah.
She was super powerful. Again, I don't know the comic, but I was like, yes, powerful chick.
Princess.
Get it.
Yep, Princess Mira, daughter of Dolph.
Dolph.
Anyway.
And then Michael, Death of Superman, thank you.
Yep.
Oh, and there's
Superman.
yes, yes.
Yes,
but
yes,
guys,
yes.
thank you so much. The next time we see you, it's going to be the new year.
Yes, that's right. So Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
And thank you again for watching and for giving us 1,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Yes,
and
we love you guys. We love nerding out with you
this,
guys.
I think, is our 53rd or 54th episode that we've done of this.
Ooh.
So we're just past that year mark.
We didn't do a celebration for our 50th.
We didn't.
What's wrong with us?
We didn't. We might have to just wait and do it for like
60 years?
60.
Eh?
I don't know. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah.
Anyway,
All right.
that's it, guys.
We love you guys.
Yes.
Happy Nerd Year. Huh? See what I did there?
All right, we'll see you next Saturday.
All right, see you next time.
All right.